Yeah, I have a question for you, and also have a question for you guys as well. Let us know in the comment section. If you look at if you were the Man City game versus Real Madrid, bro, don't you think we deserve flyers, but as a national team? Because honestly speaking, if
they blew them away,
they blew those guys away. I mean, it was like Southampton playing against City.
Man,
those guys were just nowhere. I mean, and this is supposed to be Real Madrid. This is supposed to be Real Madrid.
This is real. There was no fight.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you're just going down easily, you know, those are some of the things that I'm telling you. Those are that's a mentality you need to change. That's a mentality. If you kick, first of all, defend fast, then now go down.
Go
later.
down, yeah. Even if the shoe was gone to where I don't know.
Exactly. Finish the job fast. Once you finish the job is when now you start now holding your leg.
Yeah, that's true.
Reckless talk. Son of a Justin. Hey, reckless talk. But I got expensive habits. Don't step in salt. I'm a real one. Check my fabric.
Alright, so it's Arsenal versus Nottingham, yeah?
Yeah, Nottingham Forest at home.
Right.
Versus Arsenal. Tomorrow at 7:30 East African time.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Is it 6:30 or 7:30?
It is 7:30 actually.
7:30?
Yeah, 7:30, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so tell me, what do you make of the game? I mean, we are now in the end business of the season. Well, we've had quite a good season, but now I think we've crumbled along the way. So tell me, what do you make of the game? What do you make of the game?
Well, first, this has been I can't even believe it that the season is ending in like 2 weeks, man. This has been a roller coaster of a season.
Right.
You know, we've had the highest of the highest moments. We have had the lowest of the lowest, but we're still here. You know, coming off 3-0 loss to Brighton at home last weekend was really heartbreaking and tough for us.
Yeah.
You know, and officially we lost the title.
Right.
Contention. But then now going to tomorrow's game, you know, I believe our boys are still out there with the belief and with the spirit to go and fight for the badge that we all love. And it will be an away game, but I still expect them to go and show their all. You know, we may have some...
Hold on, Rick. Is it an away game or a home game?
It's an away game.
Oh, we're going over there?
Yeah, we're going to their game.
All right.
Yeah, but you know, now going to Nottingham, it won't be easy because they are also not sure about relegation.
Yeah, they are fighting relegation.
We already have one team that has been relegated, Southampton. There is Leeds, there is Leicester, and there is them.
And then there is them as well.
So, you know, they will want to fight to make sure that they are a bit cushioned and, you know, that safety.
Yeah.
They will need that. And, you know, that is a key factor for them. And for us now, going to a game with a loss at home, I'm sure the boys will want to turn things around, you know.
Yeah.
Even though our squad is a bit different, we don't have Zinchenko. You saw the effect of not having Zinchenko in the squad last weekend.
Yeah.
How our midfield was so thin and overstretched, and eventually we were beaten on tactics. I believe the last week's game we were beaten on tactics. It was not purely about... Well, Brighton has quality players, but then the tactics that their coach, their manager deployed in the field were actually better to Arteta's.
Yeah.
And to Arteta's detriment is that we did not have the full squad. You know, Zinchenko missing gave us a bit of a big stretch, and that is eventually how we lost the game. So to tomorrow's game, going again with KT, it will be a challenge, but then I still believe our boys can go out there and fight.
Thing is this, pressure is off right now. I think this is a time we now need to enjoy ourselves. It's been a long season. We've had our good moments, we've had our low moments, especially towards the end of the business. But now this is the time we now probably the guys need to enjoy themselves. And now looking at it realistically, of course, when we lose the game, we always tend to get emotional and, you know, speak words that, you know, you don't even think clearly. But then now calmly and now just reflecting on things that are abroad. I think the guys have tried. Arteta's really tried, depending on, you know, the budget he's had and the players he's had. Remember, this is a long season. I know I'm not speaking by the way, you know, from now a player's perspective, having experience by the way, you know, as a player. No, you know, as fans usually just speak.
Yes.
Like I was telling you off camera, by the way. Rich, trust me, but they're playing a whole tournament. Playing a whole tournament is never easy. And look at it, but you see the difference between us and Man City is, you know, they have the scope depth, and you see Pep is able to rotate it. Yes. If you remember De Bruyne, by the way, the Everton game he didn't play.
He's
being rested. The Tottenham game, by the way, I think both of them by day. He hasn't played. He wasn't playing by day for the Tottenham.
The quality in that team is crazy, man.
It's crazy. And then now, if you look at Arsenal, look at Bukayo Saka. Saka's been playing the whole time. Ben White, as much as we're saying Mitoma had him in his pocket, but man, these guys have been playing. When Tomiyasu got injured, there was nobody but to play his position. So these guys, eventually, man, fatigue just catches up with you, and you tend to crumble. And this is now what they're trying to improve. We're trying to improve on these battles from next season, because next season now, the bar's been raised high. Fans have expectations.
Yes.
Teams also have expectations towards. And I think now this is a time now where the Cronkies, rumors are going, I don't know how factual this is, but rumors are going about that Arsenal is being given a record-breaking budget.
Yes.
And the plan is to probably sign
midfielders.
We have
Declan
Rice
and
Caicedo.
And then we have the centre back. We also need someone. Yes.
But
there's Cancelo. Cancelo, we might have a swap deal with the Man City. Those are rumors still, with Arsenal.
With Tierney, right?
Yeah, with Tierney. Yeah. There's always a lot of rumors when it comes to Arsenal signings, which eventually, remember the time where we were linked to someone like Khedira, we've been linked with players, man.
Yeah.
And then it ends up not happening. But I believe at Kroenke's this time, I think they will have to. Actually, I don't even think. The word is that they really are behind what Arteta is doing.
Yeah, so I mean, the thing is this: we've been linked to several rumors over the period of years. We've been linked to big ass players, but usually end up going for the. It's a smart way of investing. But now I think this is now the time that we now need to go
big.
We need to go big, because I mean,
someone like Declan Rice, the asking price is at 100. West Ham is asking at 100.
Who's going to pay 100 million for Declan Rice?
I think we are going to bid immediately after they qualified for the Conference Cup final yesterday after beating Alkmaar FC. So, that is now we have to give them the time to play the final, and then now we can make an official bid. I saw Fabrizio saying it's around 85 million, which is a good bid. We have to go
deal, actually.
You have to go strong and all out and attack it as fast as possible,
and close it as well. Yeah.
Before we even think about Caicedo, Moises Caicedo is someone I wanna see in an Arsenal jersey, man. That is. We'd rather even go for Caicedo and not even. This is my view.
Yeah.
If we were to choose between Declan Rice and Caicedo, and one of them, I think we should go for Moises Caicedo, because that guy is just good and is young,
And then he's very versatile. He's able to play left back and also able to play
at the mid. Yeah, so he's a good CDM too.
Yeah.
And then now if we don't sign someone like Declan Rice, we can now change it, we can work around our boy, the anaitwaje huyu kijana alitoka Portugal.
Vieira.
Yeah, Fabio Vieira. You can work around Fabio Vieira. Having a 3-month break, he can go and really hit the gym and gain the strength that he needs to fight in the EPL. Yeah,
because tactically he's very good. He's very sharp. But then what usually, his biggest weakness is his
strength, physical.
And that is something that one is able to improve on. I mean, over the years we've seen players improve. Cristiano Ronaldo inside his career is he was among the weakest players ever by the
look at
Bukayo Saka.
Right now Bukayo is a fighter. When you see Bukayo playing, you cannot even push him easily and he goes down. He used to go down easily. Right now, if you push him down, if you talk dirty to him, if you bully him, he will bully you back. He will not back down. Yeah, that is something we like to see, and that is how people win. Man City team, you see their players how they play. Phil Foden is small, but then he's strong, and then he has the protection.
Exactly.
Of the other senior players.
Yeah. So I have a question for you, and also have a question for you guys as well. Let us know in the comment section. If you look at if you were the Man City game versus Real Madrid. Bro, don't you think we deserve flyers but as a national team? Because honestly speaking, if
they blew them away, man.
Those guys away. I mean, it was like Southampton playing against City.
Man,
those guys were just nowhere. I mean, and this is supposed to be Real Madrid. This
is Real Madrid, man. This is the best team in Europe for years. It has 14 Champions League.
Yeah.
And even Rooney said it when they drew at the Bernabeu.
Yeah.
Rooney said this. Man City is not only going to defeat Real Madrid at the Etihad, it is going to blow them away. Exactly. And that is what happened. 4 goals to nil.
4 goals to nil. And even if you're the game, they barely even touched the ball. The whole time
they were dominated.
They were dominated. I was even asking myself, is this Real Madrid? So tell us, man, do you think Arsenal will deserve flags by therefore trying to, push these guys to the... I think, let me answer the question by the honestly speaking, Rich, by the if you look at the way we played and the squad depth and, the financial bit part of it and, just how the Arsenal squad is, to be able to push these guys, by the way, up to where we are at the moment, man, I think we've tried. Of course, yes, we crumbled along the way, drew 3 games, lost couple of games at home. But, who is going to compete with... But let me tell you one thing. Who is going to compete with City in the next coming years? Because I think Pep is still around.
Yeah.
And, these guys...
They have made the EPL Farmers League, man.
Yeah, they've made the EPL Farmers League. Whenever they have they have a position that probably, needs to be filled, they refill it and refill it very, very fast. So who's going to compete with these guys? Who's going to compete with these guys in the next coming season? I'm telling you, by the way, you watch for the space. Man City is going to be the next PSG.
Even not Man City is going to be the next Real Madrid, I can say, in Europe.
I'm telling you, because who's going to stop them?
Yeah, and PSG, like Farmers League, same way PSG is dominating Ligue 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
actually that's true. We deserve flowers, We've pushed them to the limit, to the end. We have managed to go toe to toe with them.
Yeah.
We have, it's not like we are like we have a 15-point difference. We have a 4-point difference.
Yeah.
We still have some games to go. Tomorrow they lose to Chelsea. We're still on their neck.
Exactly.
Which is not going to happen anyway. But then I'm just saying, if it happens that they lose to Chelsea,
right, and
we win our game, that means we'll be on their neck. That will be like we're pushing them to the limit.
Yeah.
But then chances of losing to Chelsea, 0, because they're going to play at home. And coming with the belief that they have right now that is the only, they win tomorrow at home versus Chelsea, they win the league. So, they will not lose the game.
Exactly.
And then they are coming from a very tough game versus Real Madrid. So they have the self-confidence.
They're pumped up and
the fans will be even happier because they'll be like, hey, this week we qualified for the Champions League final. And then this week we win this game, we win the league.
The most disgraceful thing that I've been hearing Chelsea fans is that it just shows you the level of mentality and the level in which they've dropped. The Chelsea fans actually going to support Man City in the name that we lose the league. And of course, it's football banter aside, but as a player, as a Chelsea player, but is that the mentality? Do you think the Chelsea players are going to be carrying that mentality? Let's lose the game just to punish.
That mentality is a fun mentality.
It's a fun mentality.
And then if they, social media is the big thing right now. So if they've been on social media scrolling and seeing such, it might get into their head.
It gets to their head, yeah.
Yeah, but that should not be the mentality. Man U, I saw even some Man U legends going and saying, I'd rather see Man City win. Someone is talking with Rio Ferdinand texting Pep and saying congratulations, and they might be friends on a personal level. But then coming and bragging about it is different, because now it shows the kind of mentality you have.
Yeah.
And it's I think levels this down.
Yeah.
And now coming back to tomorrow's game versus Nottingham.
Yeah.
What are your expectations? What do you think? Do you think we will have a hard time playing the game versus Nottingham at their home, or it might be an easy game? Our boys will go and fight. That I can guarantee you, they'll be fighting for the 3 points.
All right, so I'm in a 50-50 place. I'm in a 50-50. I'll give it 50-50 chance. Because the thing is this: first of all, Nottingham, like you said, they're fighting relegation. So a team that is fighting for relegation, that's a very, very dangerous team. And the other 50 bit of me is also saying that right now we've lost games. I'm sure they'll also want that bounce back, at least prove a point. At the same time, also the pressure is off us as well, so I'm sure they'll also give it 100%. But where I'm really skeptical, of course they'll give it 100% and whatnot, but now tactically speaking, attack-wise right now, their defense, our midfield is in shambles. In being Zinchenko is not in. Tierney, as much as yes, is a good defensive players, but in terms of attack, I usually question him a lot. So you know, that's what I'm saying 50-50. I don't know. Yeah, those are my thoughts.
Yeah, that's true. 50-50 chance. Actually, the Brighton game showed how our boys can crumble, but I just hope that it does not like go into their heads into these coming games. You know, 2 games, Nottingham away, Wolves at home. I think they have to go there and show some character. You know, I don't think in the Brighton game they showed enough character and enough fight. There was no fight in that team.
There was no fight completely.
There was no fight.
Yeah, man. I mean, if you're just going down easily, you know, those are some of the things that I'm telling you. Those are that's a mentality you need to change. That's a mentality. If you kick, first of all, defend fast, then now go down.
Go
later.
down, yeah. Even if the shoe was gone to where I don't know.
Exactly. Finish the job first. Once you finish the job is when you start now holding your leg.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You know, going down and the ball is still near the goal.
What are you doing?
That is not a fight. That is not a fight.
That's a loser mentality.
Some players, even Messi, so someone like Messi, there was a time he was playing with an injury on the leg. Sometimes some players play even with blood, you know.
Yes.
So David Luiz, there was a time he played with a headband on the head. He was playing. He was there like he had a slight head injury, but then he was in the game, you know. That is the fight that we need our boys to show.
Exactly. So if you're going to face the Nottingham Forest thing, I mean, these guys are fighting relegation. So this giving up mentality, or you know, if you're kicked, or you know, first of all, get the job done fast. Then after that, now worry about the injury later.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the mentality these guys need to go in. If they're going to play the Nottingham game, and if you want to prove a point and probably bounce back.
And someone like Trossard, you know, last week he played a shitty game.
Fuck, man.
He needs to man up. He needs to stand up and, you know, play. He has been the best signing for this January transfer. You know, I can say that there's no signing who's been better than Trossard across the EPL for January signings, and he needs to own to that.
Yeah.
He made a silly mistake in the Brighton game. He never scored in the chances we had, which he was the one-on-one with the ball. He didn't play well. You know, he was just not good. He was not good enough in that game, and I think because Martinelli will be away,
he's going to start here.
Yeah, he needs to go out there and show us that he's the Trossard that we saw.
Yeah.
From January when we signed him.
Yeah.
And he's still the same guy.
Yeah.
And he needs to get us the 3 points with the other players.
So talk of scores. I mean, what do you make of the scores? I mean, what are you looking at? I mean, what between Nottingham and Arsenal, what are you looking at the scores like?
I think I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. So they will score 1. I can say 1, and then we score 4. So 4-1 score to the Arsenal.
All right. For me, I'll give it a 2-1. I'll give it a 2-1. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. So like I said earlier on, it's going to be a 50-50 chance. So the defense right now is we're going to concede. Most probably. We hope not, but we're going to concede. Definitely attack-wise, we're also very good in fact, that's where our strength lies. So definitely expect us to score. Yeah, so for me, I'll give it a 2-1 for the Arsenal. 2-1 to the Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So join us tomorrow for the game. Nottingham Forest versus Arsenal. 7:30 East African time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be seeing you guys
then. See you then.
Yeah. Just 3 things I need from you guys. Ensure you like, share,
and subscribe.
Yes. See you on the next one.
Come on, you Gunners.